exposed throats. Safia raises her lantern and watches the trickle of survivors pass through the Iron Lord's gates. Some are wounded, some lie on makeshift stretchers. She gestures to a tent, its interior glowing with warm firelight. "They will freeze out here," she says. "Take them inside, quickly." Her hospital, such as it was, is humbled by the stone structures which surround it. But she'd overseen its construction when she first arrived, stocked it, served it. It was all she could do. The gates close behind the Iron Lords, unhurt, alive. Zavala is among them. She knows him. The one stubborn enough to argue, but not stubborn enough to ignore her. He speaks to his companions. "Coordinated attacks by the House of Devils. If we take this opportunity to retaliate..." Retaliate? Zavala turns to look at Safia. She stares him down. "We have wounded here. We don't need violence. We need supplies." The others break off. Leave him to it. The same fight with the same woman. "Excuse me?" She doesn't flinch. "I was clear," she says. A drone. Ghost? Bobs in the air just behind Zavala's shoulder. "Tarj. His name is Tarj." "I'm not a part of this," Tarj says. Safia stands on her toes and catches his eye before he ducks away. "Moving against the fallen will ensure your safety," Zavala says. "Like I've told you before." "You want to protect us?" Safia points towards the meager hospital. "This is how. By ensuring we have what we need to live." "She isn't wrong," Tarj says. "Are you a part of this conversation or not?" Zavala asks, glancing sharply at his ghost. He turns back to Safia. "You don't understand," she says, walking away. "Where are you going?" he asks. A silly question. She ducks under the tent flap. Zavala follows, strung along by their argument. He always wants the last word. Safia washes her hands in a basin, then glances at him. She will make him useful. "Wash your hands," she tells him. He hesitates, but does so. "Take this," she says, and hands him a fistful of clean rags. She moves to one of the cots, her head down as she inspects a fresh wound, still bleeding into the dirty bandage. She removes it carefully. "Come here," she says, and guides him to press the clean rags into the wound, staunching the flow of blood. He opens his mouth to speak again, but she raises her hand. "I understand the situation. Do you? Do you know how hard it is to survive in this world?" "Yes," he says. He eases the pressure. She points, snaps her fingers, and he presses down again. "Without your ghost?" He says nothing. "That one will need sutures," Safia thinks to herself. She calculates their dwindling stores as she fetches antiseptic and gloves. It's not just the fallen. It's not just warlords. It's sickness, starvation, cold. She motions for Zavala to stand aside, and he does. The wounded man, regrettably awake, shivers, stiffens, bites down on a scream as she cleans the wound as gently as she can. "We don't walk away from these things the way you do." There's a note of pity in her words. She thinks he will argue with her, push back, raise his voice, but he says nothing. He is pensive, quiet. She looks up and sees the way his eyes shift, how his jaw stiffens. He wants to speak. She turns away from him, pulling off her gloves at the wrist. Another patient, a woman with a dressed wound across her temple, had shifted in her sleep. Her blanket had fallen to one side. Carefully, Safia picks up the blanket's edge and pulls it up so that it covers her again. She passes her hand over the woman's brow, feeling for a fever, and finds none. Safia smiles. When she looks up, she sees Zavala watching her. "The wounded look to me," she says. She does not lower her eyes, does not bow her head. "Not you." Holy shit. What a lore entry. What? Oh god, we're learning about Zavala's wife. I'm super happy about it. We finally get to know about something.
We need to talk.
This is not a good time.
It's never a good time. I've been trying to talk to you for weeks and you keep dodging me.
I can't. It's not... Amanda...
How long did you know? How long have you known who you were?
Oh, shit.
We're done. We're done here. I do not
Oh,
have time for this,
no.
for you, for anything.
Wait. I was scared. I am scared. People used to kill me for something I didn't... You don't understand.
I cared about you and you lied to me. You wore that mask. You kept secrets from me, pretended to be my friend.
Amanda, I am your friend.
No.
Oh,
not.
fuck.
I had a friend and you murdered him.
Season of the Haunted? More like Season of the Heartbreak, am I right? Jesus Christ. Okay. So I let that go a little bit long so I could read that lore entry because I was really excited about it and I like doing Zavalda's voice. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. I'm gonna chow down on this soup really quick. Use the restroom. I'll be back here in 5.5 minutes. Yeah, that's right. I was that specific. Okay, but I will be back here shortly, guys. I'll see you soon. It's me. We're back. Alright, let me turn desktop audio on so I just know that we're for sure, like, good to go here. Alright. So it seems that we've pretty much caught up everything we can do for the seasonal story this week. So we have a few things we can do, right? And what I'm thinking I'm gonna end up doing is playing some Crucible. Because I just really like PvP, and at the beginning of seasons, lots of people are playing PvP instead of like 8 people that you have to run up against constantly, and you get really tired of seeing their names. And that may sound like exaggeration, but it isn't. I just need you to know that. I hope you guys enjoyed my Zavala impression during that dramatic lore reading. Alright.
What cipher is this?
Alright, so let's get rid of a lot of these because I just don't want them. I want them to get out of my inventory. There's nothing useful. Oh, excuse me. There's nothing useful I can get from them this early in the season. Except for red bar weapons. But it's a Typhon GL and I already have full neutral element, so it's like, you know. Although, is the Stormagpog for the lore reading? Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. I really do. That wasn't supposed to sound sarcastic or anything. I just don't need all these bonds. Why are you all here? Okay. Let's delete these guys. How high? There we go. There's an actual power increase. Thank you. I was like, what in the world is happening? Eidolon Pursuant Gloves. Nothing particular. I wish that, and maybe they do, and I just don't know about it. but I wish that wearing ornaments of the thing that you need to wear to get the bonus actually gave you the bonus, right? So that you don't have to wear the armor, you can wear your own armor that has the stats you like and everything. Like if it was a mod you got that you could put in place of like something that would otherwise like make something in your stuff better or whatever, then I guess I would be like better with that, but it isn't. Oh my god, there's another lore entry. Hold on. Voices of the Haunted. Okay, so this is Crow and Eris. I can't do either of those voices. I might be able to if I practiced, but let's see. Crow drops a wet canteen at Eris Morn's feet. Water. You made your return quickly. Eris crouches, hunched over, bundled splits of pine arranged atop a thick log and resin-rubbed moss. She strikes a well-worn flint with her knife, and flame ignites. You're not hard to spot at night. Bro averts his gaze from Eris's sideways glare and looks up to the haunting glow of the dark shard of the traveler. Shivers convulse down his vertebrae, and his eyes drop to the freshly popping wood. Eris breaks the silence.
You're beautiful.
Oh!
You're beautiful.
Well, thanks for the sub! That startled the hell out of me. Thank you very much, Carl. That...
Oh my gosh. Nobody says that.
You're beautiful. Eris breaks the silence. Why did you volunteer for the severance operation? Or most operations? To make a difference where others can't, same as you. She shakes her head. No, Eris mumbles. Crow watches her deftly coax the fire, considering the answer he'd given. He looks up to the distant tree line and changes the subject. There are still a good number of hive here. But no nightmares, Eris remarks. Is that why you brought me here? This isn't a place I want to revisit. Crow steps back from the growing flames. When Eris doesn't respond, he asks his real question. Why did I fail? Damn. You didn't fail. Our strategy was flawed. Eris stands, showing flint and blade, then steps in front of him to meet his gaze. We will attempt the severance again soon. Yeah, Crow replies in a clipped tone. Eris tilts her head, and he can see the green orbs narrow beneath her eye fold. Blindfold, man, my words. She points to the ragged, mountainous shard twisting in twilight royal. Even that toxic piece, separate from the traveler's purity, can be wielded for good. The fire roars. He kneels to break her stare and warms his hands. I know what it can do. I used it. When the Red War left Guardians lightless, there were some who reclaimed their callings here. They reforged their bond to the traveler through a scar, a lingering trauma, she continues. Eris sits beside Crow and drinks from her canteen. Crow braces for her to continue, but she does not. The bundle of burning kindling collapses into a heap of cinders. Flames spit between the gaps and ash drifts on heated air. I'll get more wood, Crow says, hastening to step out of the fire's glow. Crow, small fires like this kept me alive in the Hellmouth. I did not have the luxury of more wood. Eris grips a piece of rusty rebar taken from the sludge and thrusts it into the sputtering fire. She stirs the cindering wood, opening new gaps and concentrating the larger pieces over a pile of glowing kindling. The flame surges and heat intensifies. During these long nights, we must make use of what is available to us. She knows he understands her, but has not accepted the lesson. She hands him the bar, shows him how to maintain the fire's heat, how to find worth in remnants, how to rebuild from ash. The pair converse as they take turns keeping the fire alive long into the night. The warmth soothes, their shoulders lighten, and Crow pulls back his hood. When the fire finally dies, Eris gestures to the embers. Now, you can fetch some wood. Crow smiles and gets to his feet. Eris, did you ever try to get your light back? The past is not for dwelling. Crow nods, sticks out his hand. She looks at it inquisitively. Come on. Eris stands next to Crow. He grasps her palm and ignites a golden gun between their hands. Solar flame dances across Eris's fingers. Crow guides her arm and lifts the gun to the sky. He inhales sharply and howls before cracking a shot through the clouds. You're up, Hunter. Eris depresses the trigger, slowly, doubtful that it will fire. A second solar streak pierces the atmosphere. Crow laughs. They send round after round skyward, howling pent tension into the night until finally, even Eris finds herself smiling. I swear to Christ, they just keep stepping the game up. They just keep stepping it up. Like, these are some incredible lore bits. Like, holy shit. These pages are just, they're fantastic. And I'm just so happy about this season already. Oh my god. I can't do an Eris voice, and I can just barely do a Crow one, so sorry about the lackluster impersonations there, but it is what I can do. Yeah, so much hype, dude. So much fucking hype. Eris using a golden gun. Can we just, like... Fuck. For the first time in, what... over 100 years? Like, just, goddamn. That is something else. Like, I'm so glad they have... I'm so glad they've done, like, made the changes they've made so far. You love Bungie? Yeah, I know. Octi, were you here for all of that? Because this shit is blowing my mind. It's like, this is what I've always wanted out of Bungie. This is what I've always hoped for. And they're finally giving it to me, and I'm so happy. Oh, man. Oh, no. Hey, maybe Blade Dancer will be back in the game, in next season, you know? You don't know, maybe it'll show an appearance in Arc 3.0. I didn't get Sunsinger back, but, you know, it is what it is. You can't have everything. I'm gonna play some PvP. Let's see what this is like. This should be something for sure. Like I was saying earlier, one of the main reasons I like playing PvP right at the beginning of a season is because there's just, like, so many more people actually playing. There we go. Nope. Yep, that was definitely not the right thing. There we go. So we'll see if we, I don't know if you caught my message in Discord. Oh no!
Dig in deeper. We should hit them now.
What? You didn't send me a message. Oh! You just got done doing something, you were about to go back into containment. Yeah, you can join for a few after D&D. Do you mind if I do like a PvP match or so before I go back to containment, Octi? This mod does not function in the Crucible. I forgot about that. Oh my god, yes. You go do the Crucibles. You don't want to do it? Okay. I respect that. I respect the shit out of that. There are plenty of reasons not want to play the Crucible. Okay. There we go. There we go. We done in 30 minutes? Dope. Okay, so we got taking charge on the helm. Wait, I don't know why I did that. Legit, do not know why I did that. I actually need high energy fire here. I wanted that on pulse rifle. There we go. And then I can take taking charge off of this guy. I don't know what else I would put on here though. Because wells don't work, so it's kind of like, I guess I could do charged up. Let's just do charged up. That's fine. All right, let's see what the Crucible is like, all right? Maybe I'll get the new map. Oh my god, I hope I get the new map. I would love nothing more than to see any map other than all of the ones I've seen for, what is it, five straight years now? Almost 5 years? It'll be 5 years in September, yeah. So, yeah. Y'all feel me, I'm sure. If you play Destiny. If not, then you're probably like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But that's okay. Who is this? I have no idea. I have no idea who that is. Message from someone? Don't know who they are. Fun fact. I don't answer messages from people who message me unsolicited. So there's that. If you want to message me, feel free to ask. Oh wow, this is quite the long loading screen, isn't it? Is there something I'm missing? Did they mess up? No, I don't see there it goes. I was gonna say I don't see any Bungie support stuff that's gone out recently besides the Banshee 44 crashing people. So I think I'm good there. Alright. Let's see if people are even playing the Crucible. Oh, yep, there it goes. Alright. I'm actually gonna maybe try and go Legend and Comp again this season, by the way. If so, I'm not gonna be doing it all on stream, because that would be a lot. I don't usually play Comp for more than like an hour, maybe 2 hours at a time. I can't, it would destroy my sanity to do that for 4 straight hours, probably. Unless I was vibing with some very specific people. So, But I probably will have a stream here or there where I do a section of comp because I'm trying to get that unbroken title, you know.